This is how an election meeting ended last night. Police called in force to a block of flats in the Bethnal Green and Bow constituency. Half an hour earlier, in the Tenants Association room, all seemed peaceful, with former Labour MP George Galloway addressing a poorly attended meeting. But then there were some new arrivals.
Welcome, brothers, sisters, please come in.
The group in these pictures from a Hackney-based production company are off-screen. But as we can hear, veiled threats are made, and Mr. Galloway is clearly intimidated.
And George, if you're going to canvass the Muslim vote, beware that we're going to hang you.
We're going to follow you,
We're going to follow you.
Georgie boy, we're going to follow you.
And we know where you are.
You come here just to be aggressive.
But I'm feeling very threatened by your behaviour.
He's a threatened man.
I'm feeling very threatened by your...
I thought you were the champion. You're a coward.
Eventually, Mr. Galloway makes his excuses and leaves.
You'll have to allow me to discover what's happening here, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Somebody call the police.
The police had been called, and Mr. Galloway was bundled into a car and driven away from the trouble that followed.
Well, I don't really want to talk about it. It was a very frightening incident caused by a tiny, unrepresentative group of very extreme fundamentalists who believe that elections are a crime against Islam and no one should vote and no one should seek votes from amongst the Muslim population.
Today, other candidates in this constituency condemned last night's events.
If any candidate got attacked from anybody, this is not fair. I mean, every candidate should have a right to campaign.
In a democratic society, no personal attack, physical or verbal, is acceptable. And I deplore what happened last night.
This may now be a volatile campaigning ground. This afternoon, police were again out in some force to separate Labour's candidate, Una King, from opponents. And at the weekend, her car tyres were slashed and she was pelted with eggs.
I utterly condemn any attacks on George Galloway or any other politician, and indeed just the general atmosphere of intimidation. I have to say, obviously, it hasn't been helped by some of the language used by Respect. Extremism breeds extremism.
Tonight, the Respect Party denied it had done anything wrong, but Una King is now calling for talks between all political parties and police to ensure a safe election campaign. Gareth Furby, BBC London News.